Today I want to talk to you about private range of motion measurements versus the VA's range of motion measurements. Let's get to it. Hi everyone, welcome to the Joel Pettit Law vlog. My name is Joel Pettit and today I want to talk to you about private range of motion measurements versus VA range of motion measurements. Why am I doing this? Because I've gotten a lot of questions lately about why is there such a stark difference sometimes. Well, let's set a baseline. The VA uses the VA system for rating disabilities, the VASRAD for short, and that's available on their website, to rate your disabilities. And within that code, there are strict standards of how the examinations of different body parts and conditions must be conducted. In fact, on DBQs, the Disability Benefits Questionnaires, these directions, if you will, are spelled out explicitly. So that way, examining physicians don't have to search for these standards. So that being said, I've had a few people ask me, well, my doctor says that this device or that device is much more accurate than the goniometer, which the VA dictates must be used. So why can't my doctor use those? My answer always is because the VA needs to have a standardized process so everyone is treated fairly. Now, the one thing they cannot do is make sure that every single examination is perfect because not every examining doctor is a robot. It's not the same person. But they can't control that. There's no way to control that. But what they can do is do what they have done, which is dictate the device which must be used and the method by which that device is used. So with a goniometer, let's say for your lower back, what the VA dictates is simply you stand the patient up straight, they bend once, you measure them with the goniometer, and you write down the result. And you do that 3 times, and you don't take the average, you write down each measurement very clearly on its own. And then they use that to rate you. So that's what it's supposed to be. And again, people ask me, well, that's not the most accurate. And I would say, yes, but if it's inaccurate for you, it's inaccurate for everybody else. And is that a perfect system? No. But it's the only way that, let's say you have a senior enlisted leader who has saved more money and has more disposable income and says, you know what, I didn't like my VA exam. I'm going to go to a private doctor, surgeon, physical therapist and get a more accurate rating. And let's say it's more accurate and let's say it's quote unquote worse and they get a higher rating. If that happens a lot, then ultimately you're saying if you have more money, if you have more resources, you get more accurate ratings. The VA, that's pretty much antithetical to what they stand for. They want everyone to be treated the same, as closely as they can, within the realm of human frailty, so to speak. So that's why the rules are what the rules are. So what I'm saying to you is, if you need to get a range of motions done by a private physician or physical therapist, make sure you explain to them that they must use the goniometer and the VA's method of bending and writing down each measurement 3 discrete times in order for their data to be accepted and used by the VA. That's the best and only way really to make sure that if you can't get another VA exam, well, you're not stuck. You're not up a creek without a paddle. You do have an option, and it's going to a private individual, physical therapist or physician, and making sure they abide by those standards and that they write in their notes, we used a goniometer and we measured the patient 3 times and this is what happened, or these are the results. So that is, of course, it's not going to be as good as if you were able to get it from a VA physician who did these measurements, but it is damn close. And this is what you really care about when you're going through the MEB, the PEB, the entire IDAS process. You want the best evidence you can get at the time to address your issues. Because as we always say in the Marine Corps, right, 70% solution is better than going for a perfect solution and never executing the mission. So if you're going through these issues, if you're going through an MEB and you're having problems with your measurements or whatnot, please go to my website, joelpettitlaw.com, give me a call, shoot me an email. I'd love to speak to you about your case. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.